Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish, back with more Betrayal in Antara this weekend, my first blind Let's Play here on the channel, and we ended the previous stream in the town of Logano, after helping the Sisters of Sinadrin a little up the road. So, now we're going to explore the village, or town, or city, or whatever it's supposed to represent, and then we'll figure out where we're going to go from there. Let's see what quests they have for us. There's the inn. We'll get back to that. The house appeared deserted, windows and door boarded over. The party was about to turn away when William noticed a wisp of smoke coming from the chimney. I think there's someone home. William banged on the door. He thought he heard a whisper and a scurry. Could be mice. But I rather doubt it. Okay, they don't want to open their doors. That's fine. The house was practically invisible beneath great swelling banks of roses climbing up the walls and overhanging the eaves. William found the door knocker hidden amongst the boughs. They were greeted warmly by a middle-aged woman wearing a pleasant expression and a dress as flowery as her house. Her perfume battled the roses for olfactory supremacy. William questioned her politely. How fare you during these difficult times? I like this character already.
What a polite young man you are. How thoughtful of you to ask. Well, of course, most of our troubles stem from the Montari blockade. Life certainly hasn't been a bed of roses. Tee-hee, get it? Getting enough to eat is a thorny problem. Oh, I'm so witty. Oh, if only those Montari would simply leave us alone.
Isn't anyone doing anything about the Montari raids?
Only my dear friend and neighbor, retired Sergeant Calix. He truly rose to the occasion. Yes, that was another one. Enjoy. He's organized many of the townsmen in a defense. They're all fighting even as we speak. I'm sure that without Sergeant Calix, we all would have been mowed down in our own beds by now. Oh, no charge.
Oh my goodness gracious, the puns. I thought I had escaped them, maybe, but nope, they're in this game too. Game developers must think puns are high art. No one responded to William's knock. I'm pretty sure someone lives here. Look how tidy everything is. The grass is trimmed, the windows sparkle, and the whitewash is as fresh as if it was applied yesterday. Why, even the pebbles on the path are perfectly aligned. Okay, that is a witch's house. I'm looking to see if there's anything in between the buildings as well. The broken windows and unhinged door indicated the house's vacancy. William stepped across the threshold into the gutted wreck. Broken furniture, slashed bedding, and smashed crockery littered the floor. William turned over a headless doll with his foot. Looks like the Montari hit this place pretty hard. I wonder what happened to the family who lived here. Aaron grunted. This gives me the creeps, like walking into a tomb. Let's go. Kaylin doesn't have much to say in these instances. I wish she'd speak up a bit more. Oh, hey! Speak of the devil, there you go. This looks bad. Kaylin surveyed the rows of wounded laid out on makeshift cots. A woman passed by, her arms loaded with sheets and bandages. Kaylin touched her sleeve. Excuse me, is there anything we can do to help? No, dear, we've got hands aplenty. What we lack are medicines and salves. The Montari keep supplies from coming in. Wonder if maybe we could give them some? And this looks like a shop. Yes, indeed. Ooh, Lucky Charms. Hey. Man, well, we're always after these. This looks like maybe our first magic shop, perhaps. Sadly, I do not see anything that we can just kind of grab. But we'll talk to the shopkeeper. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, now some of this we have seen. Like Steadfast Tonic, Shadow Milk we've seen. This is the one that I guess increases your defense or your attack strength or something makes you tougher. Since it's called Steadfast Tonic, I'm assuming that it improves some kind of defensive or toughness ability. Shadow Milk, that is the stealth potion. These we have not seen. Yellow Eye. Reportedly the result of brutal experiments on Gurlf prisoners during the Gurlf War. The Gurlf War? Really? This potion temporarily restructured the human eye to give it better vision in the dark. The yellow irises were an unintended side effect. Okay. Halder's Brew. Bubbles rose from the bottom of the vial as William shook it, floating to the top of the thick green liquid. Maybe the bubbles were the secret to its strength augmenting power. But if so, William didn't understand how. Okay, so if Steadfast Tonic is the defense potion, then Halder's Brew must be the strength or offense potion. A Dervish Disc. Look what that costs. Oh my gosh. And there's only 5 of them? The glazed clay disc felt fragile to William, but he knew that was intentional. The disc would be easy to break in combat, which was necessary to release its defensive magic. Okay, so this is a consumable spell, kind of like, usually those take the form of like scrolls in most RPGs. That must be why it costs so much. Huh. Sapphire Shield Stone. Looks like there's 80 of those in a stack for 1,365. William held the stone up to the light, turning it in his hand to appreciate the azure gem's beauty. The stone wobbled a bit in William's hand. Okay, so... Oh, okay, I see. That's not a stack of 80. Aha. It has 80 hit points, I'm guessing, because it says protection remaining. So probably if you are carrying that on your person, it absorbs up to 80 points of damage that you would otherwise take to your stamina or your health before it's used up. That is my guess. If somebody knows better, of course, feel free to let me know. An optics primer. Well, the quality of the volume's leather binding and its neatly trimmed pages suggested the book had been prepared and maintained with great care. You know we're going to have to buy this because this is, I'm assuming, a spell book, but it could also increase our, like maybe our scouting, perhaps. Ring of the Ranger. Most people thought the peculiar rings sported by some trackers and scouts were awarded to them when they finished their training. Actually, a Ring of the Ranger was not a reward for natural skill. By linking the wearer with the earth beneath him, it could make even an inept city lordling a capable ranger. Okay, so now this sounds like our first actual magic item. This is something that presumably, if we put this on a character, it is going to boost... Since it's talking about trackers and scouts, I am assuming that that's going to boost their scouting skill. Oh, wait, actually, I don't have to do that. I can just click here to find... There we go. I forgot what some of the skills were. Scouting, possibly stealth, maybe foraging. I'm going to bet heavily on scouting since the word scout is used in the description. Stealth seems likely. So. Okay, we do not have enough to purchase both of these right now. But we have stuff that we can sell. Let's see if this guy will maybe buy these gemstones because, and this jewelry, because we haven't found anyone who would purchase them yet. No. Ah, okay, so he won't buy the pearl, but he will buy these brooches. Only 9 burlas, huh? 8 for that one. 5 for that one. His haggling still hasn't gone up. Okay. Well, but that did what we needed it to do. We can now purchase both of these. Ooh. you can buy more than one. Okay, let's give this to Kaylin. She's our scout. So let's see. Okay, scouting is 19, foraging's 31, stealth is 27. And there it is, Ring of the Ranger. So it looks like we might have one more slot for like a necklace or a belt or a cape or something like that down here perhaps, I think. Or like magic boots. But you can see it right there. And, okay, and unlike armor and weaponry, it can be removed. So in case we want to put it on another character, we can. Okay, so foraging is still 31, stealth is still 27. Scouting, however, 34. 19, that's a big jump. So that is plus 15 to scouting. Wowee. Okay. And that is important, not just because that is a really big boost. And that will help us to do things like avoid ambushes. But also because remember that scouting is the skill that allows us to check for traps, if I'm not mistaken, on locked chests. Let's see, okay, create is up to 40, awesome. So that means that's maxed out for this chapter. Maximum value is 40. So I'm just going to switch that off. And now these other 4 that we are still studying will level up faster because now they have 25% of our study time devoted to them instead of 20. Range is up to 27 of 24. Detect is up to 12. Of course, we're using that the least. Light is up to 26. And unfortunately, it looks like we still don't have a new spell unlocked. Okay, an optics primer. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, yeah. Really? You can't either? Okay. Fine, there we go. We're going to use this up in a minute anyway, presumably. That is a big purchase, but for a permanent skill increase. Okay, so now. Scouting is 15. Since it's an optics primer, the only other thing I can think of that it might improve is maybe assessment. So once again, what I'm going to do is, on the assumption that it is going to increase scouting. Now keep in mind, she's got plus 15 because of that new ring that we just bought. But her value is actually 19, so she can still improve by 21 points in this chapter. So I'm going to use this for her, and that means that, you know, if she can get up to 40, she'll actually have 55 because of the ring, which is well over the maximum. Kaylin flipped through the volume but couldn't make sense of the many pages filled with mystical-looking notes and symbols. Okay, so it is a spell book. Excellent. All right. There. Take those torches. You take this. There we go. It was like a whole new world had opened for Aaron, sucking him into its pages of arcane notes and procedures. When he finally emerged, his eyes glittered with excitement and knowledge. And there we go. We saw something leveled up. Okay. Light, 31 of 26. So did that level up? Okay, I'm gonna guess that it taught him a spell. Oh, that's the flashback thing. But maybe it taught him an adventuring spell, perhaps? I wish that there was some way to see what spells we knew. that either gave him a boost to his light magic, because that felt like a big jump, 31, or it taught him a new spell. I think that it gave him +5 to light magic. I won't swear to that. I had just looked at that value, you know, and then... Yeah, so that's what I think happened, because I just looked at that value, and I'm pretty sure it was lower. Okay, so, now... Okay, Ray read the words, hoping for new insights, gleaned nothing from this reading he didn't already know. So... Okay, we can't sell it back. Drat. That's what I was hoping for. So we could just use it and then sell it back. You know, we probably wouldn't get a lot for that, but might get something. Okay, well, I think that's all we can do here, at least. I'm going to give that a save because +5 to light magic is definitely worth it. Now, unfortunately, that leaves us with 16 burlas, so we are definitely going to have to do something to get some cash. Mostly what we need to do is we need to sell all of this stuff that is in our inventory. But Emazi is not a long walk, and we killed everything between here and there because we've already been once. Lucky Charms. I'm not going to mark the rest of these because they seem like just kind of plain building, nothing else was necessary. Oh, unless... Oh, okay, wait. I'm sorry these are all we can spare. The woman smiled in gratitude. Thank you. In a drought, even a drop of rain is welcome. So. Huh. Okay. And, you know... Wow. Now that you've said that, ooh. Oh, it does. I see it. That looks kind of like the East Coast, and like this is sort of a stunted Florida. And like Louisiana and stuff over here. Wonder if that's deliberate. Okay, so I am going to load our quick save there because we might need those herbal powders, but if we can find more and give to them, then my hunch was right. Just like with the Sisters of Sinadrin, we can share some of our medicine with them, and that will help. Okay, now let's see. First things first, we're going to search for anything we can, you know, liberate. Okay, this guy isn't interested in talking to us. I'm not seeing anything else that we can pick up. So, no big deal. Man, both the tavern music and this animation right here reminds me a lot of Heroes of Might and Magic 1 and 2, like the TBS games, which I have not played on the channel. I did play Might and Magic 6 and then recently finished 7 right before we started Antara. So if you haven't seen those, then go to my YouTube channel, you know, check it out. You can find the playlists there. I will probably wind up playing some Heroes at some point. I just haven't yet because I didn't want this to become the Might and Magic channel. But if you've ever played the games yourself, particularly, like I said, Heroes 1 and 2, you'll get what I'm talking about. Okay. Shop or rest? Let's shop. Okay, they have the same stuff that they always do. Rest. 6 burlas a night. Okay, no. We're good because we have food. So let's just head back up the road. And this actually works out pretty well because, see right here, there are a couple of battles we fought. Right here on either side of the Sisters of Sinadrin. I think. Where, we had some Montari and we weren't able to, like, get all of the stuff. Okay, that's fine. Here. There we go. No harm done. We have the food to rest, after all. Is there... Okay. That one I know that we got just because Emazi was literally right there, and so I grabbed everything and then turned around and went right back. Because Emazi has the only shop we have found so far that purchases both weapons and armor. So we're going to head right over to that. And we are going to empty our inventory, make some of this money back. I hate that he's got a bow and arrows right here, and then he does not actually sell any arrows. That was vaguely threatening. You looking at my arrows? You looking at my arrows? He just raises his sword, kind of. Just waiting to see if he'd do it again. I guess it's RNG. But yeah, we need arrows for Kaylin specifically, and then also ideally for William, and we've not found any place that sells. See, there it is. It's like, are you looking at my arrows? I'll gut you like a pig. Like, ah! I'm sorry. Okay, 100%, 100%, so we can sell this one. Everything's at 100%, so we're going to get more for most of this equipment than we have gotten for any that we've sold up to this point. Because they're so bulky, I kind of want to sell some of these lockpicks, except that I don't think that we've used any up yet to where they have, like, broken, but I know that as soon as I sell a bunch, that's when we'll start to go through them like hotcakes. We'll need them and won't have them anymore. So, 109 for that leather armor. Whoa, that's a big jump from, like, the leather jerkins. Man. Okay, so we're gonna do a lot better here than I was worried. Very nice. See, she came with 10 arrows, and I've used 2 of them. 104. Nice. Well, we made back half what we spent. That easily paid for the ring, if not the spell book. Cool. Very cool. And let's see. We can also... yes, all according to Keikaku. There we go. See, we can save some more slots because apparently Sendwater stacks up to 25. So since the sisters gave us a bunch, we'll reclaim another square, like 4 spaces here for William by giving some to Kaylin, because then they will stack since she has fewer than 25. Okay, we're good on shovels, good on armors, hammers, and whetstones for now because we found some. Everybody has torches. We've got ale. Oh, and we found out we can create Fidali paste from this, which I don't know. That's, I believe you smear that on armor and it cancels out the poison status effect from poisoned weapons. But I don't know how to tell if somebody has a poisoned weapon, so it might be an after-the-fact thing. Where, like, if you get poisoned, you eat Fidali paste, and it cures the poison, because that's also mentioned. So, you know, we'll see. I didn't want to just turn all of our Fidali leaves into Fidali paste because we dug up that chest or whatever that had 3 in it, and that's all the Fidali leaves that we found. So, I don't want to just turn all of them into that. Let's see, this guy's a gambler. We stole his shield. Nothing. Okay. Alright, so let's head back this way. Well, actually, let's see, Logano, I think we did everything down there. I mean, other than giving some herbal powders. But we don't have a lot of those. We only have 8, and I don't know how many they need. So far, it has seemed like whenever we have had to turn in an item for a quest, they require whole stacks or multiples of full stacks. So, like, for example, when we gave our rations to the Sisters of Sinedrin in the last episode, they wanted 28 is apparently what solved their quest or solved their problem for them, which is 2 full stacks of 14 because that's what rations stack up to. Likewise, there was something else. We had to give someone a full stack of something before they were satisfied. So I'm guessing that the sick house that wants herbal powders is going to want a full stack. So, if that's the case, we need to find someplace to purchase herbal powders. The only place that I can remember, I think for sure, was back in Briala. I think that they sold herbal powders at Aaron's dad's inn. Maybe. Party's getting tired and should rest soon. Okay, well maybe we will stay at the inn since we made so much money. It'll save us a little bit of food. Rest. There we go. That works out because they weren't at full stamina anyway. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save it here, and I'm going to head back to Imazi because, like, we killed everything that we had encountered anyway, and since the bodies don't seem to regenerate, you know, encounters aren't coming back. So we should be good, I think, and I can take a second real quick look through the trees over here for more, like, chests and things. Because I think it was, yeah, right over there, that's where we found the Fidali leaves. So we can glance around, see if we find any more dig spots, any hidden chests over here where I kind of skimmed through before. Doesn't look like it. Here we go. Hey. So this will pay for our trip, if nothing else. I knew that there was an encounter where, like, we had left some of the treasure. Okay, so that way we'll grab that. We can take it back to Emazi with us when we come back. Because what I want to do is go to Briala. God, he needs to learn the light spell PDQ, because I know there's one coming, and that would save us on torches. Okay, so his touch went up to 29, light increased to 33. Oh. Still nothing, huh? Okay. Ooh. Is that a... Oh, that was a Carlith. Yeah. So we're going to head over here, and we will see if we can buy more herbal powders from the inn. And if we can, that would be just lovely. And we can take our new earnings. We will buy a few. We'll see how many are in a stack. There we go. See, there's Briala. And then we will go ahead and head back to Logano and turn them in. See if it does anything. A lot of stuff seems to stack at like 12s and 14s, but not everything. Some stuff is weird, so we'll see what happens. Okay, nothing new. Shop. Okay, food rations. We have food for now. I am going to go ahead and rest. Because that way that'll fill up the last little bit of stamina that they had missing. And he doesn't charge and also doesn't use our food. So, because this is, you know, the inn in Briala. They're not going to charge their own son, I'm sure. Something else went up. Ah, detect went up. Good. Detect needs to go up. There we go. You have to wait for the crickets to go away. And then it kind of becomes morning. Oh my gosh. There we go. Yeah, see, because this is like a general store, so... There we go. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, will you... No, you will not. Will you buy this pearl? Hey! Ooh! And he got an increase. Oh my god, did his haggling finally go up? 68 burlas for this pearl. Yes, please. Oh! Finally, at last. Oh, and it jumped up quite a bit. It jumped up quite a bit. Okay, by 3 points instead of just 1 like it usually does. Huh. So, that's the first time we've seen that. Now, one of you left a comment on YouTube on the last video about the haggling skill and how it's kind of the weird one because it doesn't go up normally the way all the others do. So it's almost like there's a secret number that you're rolling against every time that you sell something, and you have to kind of hit that number randomly in order to get the haggling skill to increase. And you can only do that once per merchant. So it goes up very slowly and erratically. Okay. We'll keep an eye on that. Does he have anything else that we need? No, just that pearl. So y'all help me remember if it turns out that I wasn't supposed to sell that and I have screwed us by getting rid of the pearl because maybe somebody wants it for a quest or something, we can come back here and we'll buy it back. Okay, so 12 for 12. Man, remember when we couldn't afford that? Let you have it for 12 burlas. Okay, and that is a stack of 12. Okay, so a full stack is 12. Since it is not that expensive, I am going to buy 2 stacks. Because that is how many the Sisters of Sanhedrin wanted for, like, the rations. So, I don't think that anyone will ask for more than that. Like, I kind of doubt that they will request more than 24 pouches of herbal powder at one time, surely. Surely. If I'm wrong, then I can load it. Also, let me see. I think we got this. Maybe we didn't. I'm pretty sure we did, though. Yeah. Yeah, we did, and that uses up a shovel, so I'm just gonna... No. Hold on. Oops, I don't want to save it. Yeah, there we go. Because I think that's the first dig mound that we found when we came back from Balmestry, and we were on our way to Imazi, if I remember correctly. So we already dug that up. Oop, no. I am once again pretty sure that we dug this one up too, because we bought like a stack of 8 shovels. I'm gonna double check. I should be marking these. That's what I should be doing. Okay, we did get these, so let me... Okay, here we go. right here. And I'll put... should I say cleared or gotten empty? There we go. To let us know that we already dug that up. And you know what, actually, because it's not very far away, I'm going to go back and mark that other one or it will bother me for eternity. Right. We'll rest. Okay. Right here. There we go. Perfect. I need to mark those so that way I don't waste time doing this later, because I'm not sure. There we go. Alright, well, if nothing else, I mean, I don't know 100% about which, if any, of these side quests and things have, like, deadlines or similar. I still kind of feel bad. I feel kind of negatively about the quest with Doc Myers and Lonzo's cows, because we went all the way down to Balmestry. I don't think we could have gotten there much quicker than we did. And then we talked to Doc Myers and sent him straight back. And then we came up and spoke to Lonzo. And you would think that if the doctor got there, then that would solve the quest, right? So... There we go. So, I mean, if there was a time limit, it should have been on getting to Doc Myers and speaking to him, rather than on returning to Lonzo to find out whether or not Doc Myers had, like, made it in time. So I don't know if I just bugged that quest, or if the quest is bugged, or if I did something wrong. I'm not sure. But all that to say that... oh, wait, we're going back to Logano. All that to say that this running around here, it's possible that it may waste some time in terms of quests. But you have seen how just, you know, wandering around does improve their skills, or at least some of them. You know, like it improves Aaron's magic, which we definitely want to go up. Oh, see? There we go. It happened again. So, like, it's not completely counterproductive. It's not useless. It's not time completely wasted, which is great. Fine. I maybe could have pushed on and gotten to the end, but... Okay, so here we go. We'll give them 12 this time. 8 wasn't enough. Okay, even a single drop of rain is welcome. Well. Okay. So we just gave them 32 herbal powders. And nothing happened. I mean, they thanked us. I guess I feel good about it? But at the same time, that was a long trip for nothing. I don't really feel great about that. Yeah. Quest complete. You failed. Okay. You know what? Let me just show you fail in. Let me just leave myself a note. There we go. Okay, well, that was a bust. And I feel really bad about it. Party's getting tired and should rest soon. Maybe you guys should toughen up. I don't know. Alright. Okay, fine. There we go. I'm gonna have to buy some food. Just to make sure that we don't run out. I think that time passes a smidge too quickly in this game, but I'm not gonna criticize it too hard because it's tied to the travel. Like, time doesn't pass if you just stand still. Time only passes if you are taking steps. And so that means that your travel is tied to the passage of time, so it's simulated based on how much running around you do. And you've seen how quickly we can go between a string of like 2 or 3 towns, right? So I think that the passage of time is intended to be kind of quick because it is supposed to sort of sync up with your travel between these locations. Like, there's no way that it takes only a few minutes to walk all the way from Briala to Imazi. It's probably like a couple or a few days travel or a week's travel in between them, which is why the coaches go between them. So this is meant to simulate that and to like to give you that sort of like that sense that is a realistic amount of time that is passing, and in that way it feels real when, you know, a few days pass in game time as you travel around. So it feels like they're passing too quick and therefore we're consuming food too quickly, but in terms of the game, I guess it makes sense. And the reason that I was doing this was because I was hoping that maybe by saying no and like trying to strike another deal, it might trigger that thing where, you know, like he would haggle and his skill would go up, but that doesn't seem to be the case, unfortunately. Okay, what time is it? Okay, they're all at full stamina. We have food. I'm gonna buy food, and then I'm just gonna go on rather than staying at the inn. Okay, so let's see. We're just gonna buy a bunch of cheese, because that is 1 for 1. Oh, man, what's down here? Okay, it did add up. I was thinking, does it take 2 pieces of cheese to make, like, 1 unit of rations? That would be reasonable, but, like, I don't have to like it, if that's the case. Okay. Alright, so here we go. I am going to, like, actually save it. Because we are now in Uncharted territory. We've not been across the bridge onto this side of the river, like, over here. We've only been on the Logano side. So, okay, we can't go that way. Oh, okay. Now it's getting a little ridiculous. Alright, fine. There. I want to explore. Let me explore. Where are we? Oh, yeah, see, this is one of the things that I wanted to, apparently I was excited last episode. One of the things I wanted to explore here. So, that road, I think, goes up to Aliero. I don't think there's another road based on this terrain configuration that's going to go from Aliero straight southwest to Medova. So, I want to go to Aliero first, and that way we can come back down here to Emazi if we need to. But first, I want to go down and hit up that dig site. Make sure, okay, yeah. Make sure I'm going the correct way. Because, oh. Well, that high scouting skill doesn't do jack, I guess. Okay, we can do this. We've gotten a lot better at combat. Let's see here. Bandit. Well, we know how to deal with bandits anyway, right? There we go. Okay, can't hit adjacent targets because it's not a touch spell. That guy's not line of sight, but we can hit these other people here. Let's start with this one. Kaylin is surrounded. There we go, one down. Okay, now, you look away from him. Now, we can't cast Lightning Bolt on this guy, but we can hit him with a static discharge, because that is touch range. And then William can come up behind him. Hang in there, Kaylin. I'm going to risk another spell, because I don't want these guys to get away. Because, of course, if they flee, then they do not leave a corpse, and we do not get any treasure for them. And since there are no experience points in this game, that means that we get nothing, basically. Oh, there we go. That might help. Turn on the grid. I always forget to do that because it's not on automatically. Okay, now I'm just going to come over here and hit this guy because we got our new quarterstaff. Awesome. I wanted to try that out. It is a much better weapon. That was a silly direction to go when you could have gone the other way. There we go. Let's save our stamina. Oop. Okay, he's running for it. Kaylin's turn next. Yes. Okay. If I hit him, I know she's going to go, like, up this way and into this, and that will absolutely block Aaron's line of sight, and he won't be able to get off a lightning bolt. But he has just enough stamina for another lightning bolt, so... Man, I hate that. I wish you could plot their path. Lightning bolt always hits and always does 40 damage, so there we go. That is a better use of our turn. Okay. Well, we only took a little bit of damage. Kaylin took one hit from that, and that was all. folks. Check it out. Awesome. Okay. Little bit of money. Some sen water. Excellent. Some bread. That'll help us along our way. Replace some of that cheese that we ate, apparently walking from the inn to the end of the bridge. Lord. These leather jerkins. And we won't hang on to these very long because we are right next to Emazi. So since I'm going to, after I get the dig mount, I'm going to turn around and go back to Aliero anyway. That means that, yeah, we've still got plenty for any treasure that might be down there, I think, in the dig mound. So I'm going to head on that way. And then we can just run back to Emazi and we'll empty out our inventories again and sell all of that junk so that we're not still carrying it on our way to Aliero. I'm trying to keep a weather eye out for any more bandits. Here we go. Okay. I don't know if that was worth it. I don't know if that was worth a shovel. Well, it's worth the peace of mind of knowing that it's empty. So there we go. That's taken care of. That's off our list. And let me just inch right back around this way. Yeah, I imagine they are. Okay. Fine. To heal. Okay, yeah, I'll just do that. Oh, I meant to turn on auto repair. Well, I don't know that his armor skill is good enough to do anything with leather armor that's in that good of a condition already, actually. Oh, that was fence. I thought for a second I saw a chest over there and got excited, but it was just the world failing to render. I'm getting a lot more comfortable with the controls and with the combat. So I hope that that also makes this a little bit easier for y'all to watch if you are kind of gritting your teeth at me running around in circles and grinding back and forth between some of these different towns. But if you were here at the beginning, you may recall I did warn you, because this game is very similar to Betrayal at Krondor, and the only way that you're really able to make a lot of great progress in Betrayal at Krondor in a casual playthrough versus, like, I don't know what a speedrun looks like, I am merely mortal, is you have to grind. You have to grind and get those skills up, because otherwise you cannot make any progress. And speaking of progress, look at that. We spent over 600 burlas at the beginning of this to buy that spell book and to buy that magic ring for Kaelin, and we are already almost back up. That's pretty good. That is some effective grinding. And go ahead here and... Yep. Let's go ahead and... Yes, there we go, because I want everybody all the way up at full. But yeah, this has been pretty effective, as far as I'm concerned. The fact that I am doing so much better in the combat, and that I do feel so much more confident in the controls and things, proves that this grinding has been effective. It's not been deliberate grinding, where I am just... nose down, doing nothing but hunting out random encounters for the purpose of upping our skills. But rather, we've just gotten lucky, and we found a few battles, fought a few battles, and you can see things are slowly going up. See? So that works for me. Awesome. Oh, good, his assessment went up last time. And spellcasting. Good, good, good. Okay, so that went up by 2 because he casts a couple static discharge. Range went up by 2 as well. Detect went up. And light went up to 37. Light is going to get maxed out thanks to that book that we bought. So, on the one hand, I'm not upset that we did it because +5 is a big deal. On the other hand, I feel like we should keep in mind for the future that it seems like if that is what a spell book does, unless the +5 bonus can improve it beyond the chapter maximum value of, like, for example, for chapter 1 here, it's 40. It's kind of a waste of money because, see, things like scouting and gambling, for example, they go up much more slowly on their own, or like lockpicking. So if you can find a book that permanently gives you +5 to that, even up to the chapter maximum, that's great, because there's no guarantee that I'm going to be able to get lockpicking up to 40 for William before we get to the end of chapter 1. Aaron's spellcasting? Definitely, for sure, everything's going to be 40, because all I have to do is run around in circles, or failing that, I can literally go back to Briala and sleep for free at the end for like 7 weeks until his detect hits 40, because that's the lowest one. These others are all going to be 40 very soon, and as they hit 40, I'm going to be taking them off, unticking them from the pi meter over here. And when detect is the only one left, like, as each one of these goes up, like when light goes off next, that'll be 3. So then detect will be going up even faster. And then when I take touch off as it hits 40, detect will be going up even faster, and so on until eventually it rockets up to 40 as well. So that means it's kind of a waste of money, because spellcasting skills are the ones that are going to go up all the time, no matter what, the fastest, because they're increasing on their own by just traveling around, in addition to going up in, like, combat situations. Now, that being said, of course, as we have gone through the game, you know, Aaron has discovered some other, call them schools of magic, I guess, for lack of a better term. So, like, that being the case, aha. Oh, it does a combat autosave, but I'm going to save it anyway because I'm paranoid like that. But that means that, like, because you do have to divide your skills that way, and not all of them are going to go up at one time, when he gets up to where he's got, like, 8 or 9 or 10 different schools of magic, and you know, you can still only have 5 of them going up at one time, a permanent +5 jump from a book like that, if it's affordable, might make a much bigger difference. Because in Chapter 2, let's say that our skill maximum increases to, I don't know, 60, you know. Then that means that he has 6 different schools of magic to focus on, and all of them need to go up by 20 points, but he can only focus on 5 at a time. And that makes a difference. So then that +5 book might come in a lot handier. I could see that. Because, yes, you could run around and grind and eventually get them all up to 60 for free, but it's going to be a much bigger deal. And I don't want him to get away, so I am going to hit him with a static discharge. We want those magic skills to go up anyway, so whatever. And I'm saving our Sen water as well, because I don't want to hoard our potions. I've said in the past that sometimes I have a bad habit of, like, hoarding healing items and things until later in the game when they're not really necessary. So I'm not hoarding our Sen water. It's just, like in this instance, I don't think that it's necessary. She still has plenty of stamina left. See, 35 of 52, so, like, why would I drink, like, 5 Sen water to get that back in the middle of combat? But it's also, see, that's character development, the fact that I said that, because this combat is really quite brutal and unforgiving a lot of the times. So if I'm feeling comfortable enough with it now that I can say, don't worry about it. I know what's going on. We don't need to drink 5 potions. Like, that makes me feel better on top of everything else. Okay, there we go. Touch went up by 1, and range went up by 1, weirdly. I'm not upset. I'm just surprised. I wish that there was a select all button. And there's not. You do have to drag every item individually. So... you carry the swords, Kaylin, because I don't trust these boys with sharp objects. Also, we need to be watching around here because remember, we were told by that guy back in Emazi, the drum maker, that the dude who brings him skins all the time had been ambushed and had dropped his pack in the mountains. And I think, because we are going uphill to Aliero, we didn't see anything in the hills between Briala and Imazi, so I was pretty sure that he was coming either from Aliero or Medova. So this is like the mountains, so I'm hoping that it's here somewhere. Hey... animal pelts. Well, those are skins. I don't know if that's what he wanted, but that's what Kaylin came with. So if that's not what he wants, we can hang on to those, and we can eventually take them back to what's his name in Balmestry, her friend. And we can sell them. No, dig spot. Dig spot, not dig sot. You'll have to forgive me because the game cannot keep up with my typing. Which is not because I type blazing fast, but because I don't think that the game was just meant to receive input as fast as I'm putting it in. It is an older game. This is from 1997, so... trying to see if there's a way up onto these little platforms here, and I think that they're just decorative. Yeah, because, I mean, it's not like there's a jump button, so I don't see anything up there. I think that they're literally decorative. Okay, I am going to rest. There. Make it light again at least. Because this is unknown territory, so... those are bushes. They look like bodies. Now what's this? Ooh. Okay, so there's like... oh man, there's like a whole maze of corridors and stuff down in here. Huh, that presumably comes back down. Well, it might not. It might dead end down in there. So, I'm not going to go in there just yet. We're trying to get to Aliero. I'm going to head for the town. Actually, how close are we? Okay, we're about halfway. So it's probably up on the next screen. So, we'll come back there, and on our way back to Emazi, we will check out these areas down there and see if there's anything good. There's gotta be. Because you saw some little dead ends and stuff down there in that maze. Like, there's got to be treasure dig spots or something. Now, speaking of which... oh, those are those giant worms. I think. Yeah. Let me ambush them. Yes. Okay, well, we made the attempt. An attempt was made. Alright, and let them come to us. We're gonna gather stamina and let them creepy crawly their way over here into melee range. Now I can use static discharge on them if they are not threatening Aaron, but I cannot use lightning bolt. Y'all laughed at me last time, and I was laughing at myself because, like, I literally read the description of lightning bolt, and it says, you know, you can only use it on targets that are wearing or carrying metal, which makes a lot of sense. And then immediately, like 5 minutes later or something, was getting frustrated because I couldn't figure out why I was unable to target enemies with lightning bolt, and it's like, oh, because they're lizards. They are giant lizards, and they're not wearing metal armor. That's why. That would be the reason. On the other hand, I feel like my frustration was somewhat validated by the fact that immediately afterwards, I did loot one of the giant lizards, and for some reason it was carrying coins. And like, come on, coins are made of metal, right? If he had a bunch of change in his pocket, I should have been able to hit him with lightning bolt. That's what I'm saying. Okay. There we go. These things are not a huge threat. They pack a reasonable wallop. But they don't seem lethally dangerous. And their defense is really low, which is the important thing. They don't leave bodies behind, and I dislike that. So that means no treasure. But, I mean, your defense and your melee is still going to go up when you fight them. See? And that's valuable, so we're not getting nothing for it. We're just not getting any loot. So it feels like nothing. Okay, well, here we go. Aliero, and wow, I'm very surprised to find that the road keeps going that way. Maybe it does loop back around and go to Medova. Okay, well, we'll find out. This is the coachman. Okay, he will take us to Imazi for 250 burlas. No, my guy, after we fought all of the random encounters on the way here and cleared the road, I don't think so. Okay, discarded. Awesome. Is that... Ooh, I've not seen those before. Meat pies. The delicately spiced savories were much better fresh from the oven. Even without hot steam carrying a hint of cinnamon from a slit in their crust, William preferred them to dried trail rations. Well, I can just imagine. Weeds surrounded the shabby cottage. A gentle tap on the door brought no answer. William knocked louder. A feeble old woman opened the door. Yes, do I know you? She peered at the companions through bleary eyes. We're travelers seeking information about this town. The woman cupped a hand to her ear. What's that you're saying? Speak up. William repeated loudly, We want information. There's no one here by that name. William shouted, Is your husband home? The woman bobs her head. Yes, he's gone. Taken at the start of the plague, he was. I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, I thought so too. One day he was complaining of hot flashes and icy chills. Then the next he broke out in blisters all over his body. Bumpy as a bad stretch of road. How horrible. No, not so's you'd notice. After that, he just faded away. Funeral was lovely. My sister Dorleen sang from dusk to dawn. William yelled, Condolences on your loss. We really must be going. Yes, a horrible way to die, but you know what they say. They can kill you and they can eat you, but they can only do it once. Nice chatting with you. Stop by any time. Okay. Lol. So, that's fun. I do appreciate that, like, there's a lot of flavor in this game in terms of a lot of these houses you can visit don't do anything, but they still put encounters in them. I appreciate that. Oh, that looks like a restaurant, maybe? I guess perhaps that's the inn? Here's the shop, the Motherlode. Now this guy looks like he and his shop have seen better days. Anything? Nope. Okay. Let's see what he's got first of all. Okay, Sendwater lockpicks. Good. We finally found a place to buy lockpicks. I think that might be the first place we found that sold lockpicks. So, torches, whetstones, shovels, rope. I'm going to buy some shovels, I think, because we have been going through them, and I don't want to be caught unprepared. As William says, you know, he'd hate to stumble across buried treasure unprepared. A pickaxe. Sharp at both ends, the axe was a fairly easy tool to use. The trick was knowing where to find the rich veins of minerals which made its use worthwhile. Ooh, so is there mining in this game? Can we, like, harvest gold or something? Because that would be great. We have enough money for me not to be stingy with it, especially not after I already blew 600 burlas this episode on a spell book and a, well, I shouldn't keep calling it a spell book, but a book of magic, and that ring. And we've already made over 500 back on top of what we've spent. So, I mean, I have been concerned about cash, but at least for right now, I think we can afford some pickaxes. So, that's only a stack of 6. So that's pretty expensive for just 6 items. But not too much more expensive than the shovels, I guess, or the rope. So, we'll see. Hopefully they'll pay for themselves if we find somewhere to, like, mine rubies or something. Beeswax. Bowstrings took a lot of pressure and abuse, and no archer could afford to have one snap in the heat of action. Careful application of beeswax kept the string from fraying and helped restore its tension. Okay. Awesome. We definitely are going to have to play inventory Tetris. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, here. Kaylin can carry the pickaxes. So, yeah, in Betrayal at Krondor, you likewise had, you had your whetstones for weapons, and then you had aventurine for bowstrings. So in here, it's beeswax. There we go. See, like, for example, his bow, that's Kaylin's original bow, is at 48% condition. Ooh, oh, that was an unpleasant sound. There we go, now it's at 53. Okay, that's all he can do with it for right now. Because his repair, of course, is 36. So it is going up. It's almost 40. It's been almost 40 for a while, but we'll get there. We're going to have to go back to Emazi to sell all of this stuff, I guess. Ugh. I don't want that to just be the episode, you know. Just running back and forth to Emazi, but... Okay, nobody wants to be disturbed. After no one answered his knock, William looked through the uncurtained window. It's vacant, completely bare. The Sisters of Sinadrin often burn the pox victims' belongings and scrub down the walls and floor with boiling Sendwater. Otherwise, the locals might set fire to the house to be rid of it, sometimes sending the entire town up in flames by accident. Yeah, that's true. In a medieval world where things are built out of, like, a lot of thatch and stuff, a stray spark can be very deadly. Do you know, the chimney is a fairly recent invention, and I was like now years old when I learned that it was a major cause of death shortly after its invention. Because people didn't know how to take care of them properly or how to build them right, you know, with the flu and stuff. So, of course, that means that when they were poorly maintained, they would literally explode, and the heavy bricks and blocks would fall down on people, and collapsing chimneys killed a lot of folks who were trying to escape from or fight a house fire. There we go. Okay, maybe we should buy some rations. Because we have 12, but, like, some of this food may go bad. So, as much as I hate to... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. What's this guy got to say? An old miner sat at a table near the door, nursing an ale. William offered to top off his drink, but the miner declined. I knows when I've had enough, and so does my wife. If I come home smelling of 2 ales instead of 1, she'll be at me like a pickaxe to ore. But have a seat if you like. Since the pox took Seth and Tom, there's been plenty of room at my table. We're travelers, just arrived in Aliero, William began. Could you tell us about the mines? Aye, that I could. From now until you petrify right where you sit. I've been working in the shafts since I was big enough to lift a shovel. Anything in particular you want to know? Sounds like the pox hit this town pretty hard. Aye, that it did. Killed near about 2 out of every 3. Men, women, children. My wife and I lost both our sons. Didn't even know what to call it then. Wasn't until the rest of the empire was afflicted that it got the name feeble pox. Kalen patted the miner's arm sympathetically. Those must have been hard times for everyone. Yep, mine work's closed down for months. But life goes on, don't it? Miner sighed and stared into his ale. The companions departed quietly, leaving him to his thoughts. Huh. See? Just little stuff like that. It adds flavor, you know, it adds lore. Brings the world to life. Okay, so there are mines around here somewhere. Well, could be down this way. We'll check. We'll go a little ways down in this direction. I'll go ahead and rest. Now, you know what? I only need 9 hours to heal anyway. There we go. That way we'll just come straight back to daylight. Let's see. Oh! Well, okay. Another ambush. Just walked right into that. Man, that massive scouting skill is not doing shit, is it? Okay, well, let's help William not die. That guy just didn't move. Okay, well, they all decided to gang up on Aaron, I guess. He took a hit, so his stamina is down a little bit. I'm going to switch to melee with him because these guys are not, like, super effective. Oof. Ooh. Do not. Do not. You don't get away. There we go. Gotta protect Aaron here. Oof. That's not how you do it. The game heard me bragging too much on being good at it. Let me just run him over here this way. Oh my god, he literally has 1 hit point. That is no bueno. Okay, we don't want this guy to get away. But Aaron has got to rest and recover some stamina. Don't do it. Oh, I hate you. I hate you. Okay, well. Let's see. Who doesn't have a full stack of ale? You don't. Okay, and since they don't have an inn, at least all of these rations will help a little bit with defraying, like, how much we're going to have to rest along the way. Okay, he's full up. Definitely take the armor. Think that's... yeah, that's it for her. We're going to have to leave those swords. So... what I will do is... go. There we go. Come back this way, I will remember. Okay. So we are good to head back in this direction because we cleared all of the encounters as far as we know. Since encounters don't seem to regenerate, at least I'm guessing they don't regenerate within a chapter, because it would be kind of odd if you could go the entire game and, like, the road between, say, Imazi and Logano never had an encounter again. That would be a little strange. But I'm guessing that probably there is a limited number of encounters per chapter, so if we kill all of the monsters in Chapter 1, they won't be back. We won't see any more of those until Chapter 2. And that might be to cap out so that, like, cap out your stats and things so you can't grind beyond a certain point. Or something. Regardless, we know that at least for now, we are relatively safe-ish. So, like, I can just run this way because... there we go. So it doesn't matter that Aaron is hurt or anything because I can just blaze through this part and get us back where we need to go. Okay, we need to come here anyway, not just to empty our inventory or stay at the inn, but also because we need to talk to the drum maker and see if those are his skins that he wanted. There we go. See, the reason I want the armor rather than the swords, if I'm going to have to pick one to leave, is because 2 swords take up the space of 1, like, leather jerkin. But if I sell him this, he'll give me 23 burlas for it. The 2 short swords, a short sword in, like, 100% condition, I think sells for 6 burlas. So that means that you are getting twice what you would get using the same space for swords. 2 swords would be 12. 1 suit of armor is 24. We'll find out right now because he's about to sell these. So, see, 100%. Yeah, see, 6. So that means all 4 of these are going to sell for what 1 leather jerkin sells for. Therefore, if you have to choose to leave something behind, take the armor, leave the swords. Okay, that is everything. Don't need to buy anything from that fella. Condition 69. Oh. Hey. Okay, up to 82. Nice. And his repair increased. Excellent. I love it. Armor is 97.
That doesn't work.
Okay, so that's as high as he can get it. It's 93. I'm assuming he can't do better than that. Their armor's pretty good. That hardness makes a difference. Hardness 15 and like hardness 20. Okay, her sword. There we go. That swapped them. We definitely need to fix her sword. 53. Okay. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. And at least his repair went up, so I'm not upset. See, look at that. He's so badly hurt. His spellcasting is 2. Ranged has gone up to 32. Not bad. I want light to keep going up more than anything, though. Let's go ahead and rest. Hours to heal is 72. That's 3 days, so let's just do it. Okay, cool, and it stopped right about where I would want it to stop at. And there we go. Light is now at a max of 40, so we can take that off. Detect went up to 16, so now these 3 will increase even faster because, see, study time 33% devoted to that. Yes, save the changes. Are you telling me light is completely maxed out and we still cannot combine any of these to make another new spell? Why do we even have it then? Why did you even give it to us? I'm going to assume like we got these spells for free. I don't know if we can learn these without that scroll from Scott or those papers from Scott, or if these are like, you know, like when our detect skill gets high enough, if these would be the options we would have been offered to create. I forgot about this. Resonance of Fortune. I think... Yeah, there we go. Detects raw gemstones and rock formations for 2 hours. So if we turn that on, we can use our pick. Maybe make some money. And this detects trapped chests before they are opened. I need to remember, since it only costs 5 stamina anyway, I've got to remember to cast that before opening chests. See, this is the drum maker, I think. Okay. I do not remember his voice. Sorry, I'm closed. Oh. Trey cut himself off when he recognized the party. Hello again. Aaron frowned at the man's demeanor. You're closing up shop? The drum maker threw up his hands in a shrug. Until I get skins, I'm out of business. Okay, so let's give him some skins. There we go. They showed the skins to Trey. Awesome, it worked. Can you make use of these? Yes, I think so. I can make enough drum heads from these to last out the year. Please, won't you accept this drum for your trouble? Kalen took the drum gingerly. That's very kind of you. I guess I'll have to learn to play it now. Okay. Drum. Kalen struck the drum tentatively, producing a pleasantly deep resonance from the aged wood and cured sheepskin instruments. Amount 20. So this is some kind of weird consumable item? Yeah. Sure. Yeah, why not? I mean, we've heard a drinking song, right? And we know where Scott is. Maybe if we go back and talk to him, he'll let us multi-class into Bard. Oh my goodness. I have no idea what those drums are for, but if we can find someone to teach us how to play it, then maybe they'll tell us. Okay, just in case. Okay, we sold everything, but I'm gonna do a save here. And then I'm going to pop back into the shop to cut off the music. because of that glitch where it just keeps looping. There we go. Okay, so... Trey the drum maker. Okay, so there's quite a bit left to do in Aliero. See, and this right here is what made me think that maybe the road connected from Aliero back down to Medova. And then the more that I looked at it, I was like, no, that's probably just part of the mountains or something. But after seeing the map up there, I think that maybe it does. So, what I think I'm gonna do is we went up this way. And there's like the labyrinth area down in here outside of town that we didn't get into. But we missed all of this. So I'm gonna follow this road. And since we've been to Aliero, I want to see if we can hit Medova in this episode. We'll explore along here, go to Medova, surely there's an inn there. We can rest, and then, like, if we pass on the way and find out that this road does connect, that means that we can leave Medova and we can go back up to Aliero. So, we'll explore all of this, get any treasures, random encounters, boost our skills, and so on. Explore this town and see what Medova has for us, because that's one that I really have wanted to check out since they mentioned it. Because they mentioned that Scott had learned that magic from a mage in Medova. So maybe they'll have a magic shop or something if it's a big enough city. It's kind of like central, right? And Panizzo is a pretty big place. It has to be to have nobles and things. And like they knew who the House of Escobar were all the way over here in Balmestry. So I'm guessing that this, closer to the capital, is like a more urban area. So we'll see what they've got to offer, explore the nooks and crannies here, and then we can double back and we will check out like the mines and the labyrinth area up there in Aliero. Okay, so let's go. Did I put an empty dig spot marker on that mound where we dug up the skins? I think I did. Okay, so right here is where we had our encounter. And we kind of stopped exploring. And went back up towards Aliero. So... okay, so it looks like this is not an area we can actually get into. Oh, there is something there. That weird stretchy texture is odd too. But there is something there, like I was bouncing off of it and... oh. See, look, I'm stuck. I'm not actually making any progress. Is there something there? Some of the party's food has gone bad. You leveled up. God. Okay, I guess our bread doesn't keep for very long. Okay, our touch and detect went up. Well, that's something anyway. Okay, that was super weird. Alright. We don't want any more of our food to go bad, right? Okay, there we go. I had it backwards. I shouldn't be exploring as much as I am, or getting as far away from the road as I am, probably in the dark like that. And I have plenty of torches. I just need to not be stingy with them, so that we don't run into something like this in the dark, you know. Well, I tried to ambush them, and I guess it registered me kind of entering their zone of control, or whatever, their encounter zone, before it registered my click. I'll have to go slower. I don't want to get overconfident. Stumble over my own feet here. Okay, let's take care of you first. Since his magic is going to go up on its own, if I can avoid using a spell because it's an easy battle, then that's great. And they seem to be hitting like fairly consistently against these giant worms and not taking a huge amount of damage, so come on, you've got a shield. Oh, they're hitting him. Oof. Let's see. Oh, no. There we go. He can't get over there, I guess? There we go. Actually gonna rest and get that stamina back. Because then Kalen's turn. And now I will hit him. Hey, that worked out pretty well. There we go. I always have to check what went up. Oh, good. Melee's going up. Excellent. We want that. And see, same thing even for Aaron, because sometimes when he's low on stamina, because see, their stamina and health don't seem to be increasing over time, really. So, like, I want his melee and defense to go up so that he is more effective in melee combat, and that way I can save his stamina, and his spells need to be applied strategically. Now, I'm guessing there's going to be something like, because there are no experience points in the game, we're going to have like a milestone sort of situation, if you know what I mean, where when we reach certain points in the story, our health and stamina will probably be increased by achieving that point. Oh boy. Another labyrinth. Okay, well, we've got to explore that, but I want to basically open up or kind of unlock access to the next town first, because we may need to stay at the inn to heal if we get badly damaged by encounters and things. Oh. Hi, hello there, texture error. Render me this. So I'm going to go ahead and make my way downtown to Medova. I think I see an encounter up ahead. And then we will, we'll have access to that and can run over and stay at the inn and use the shops and things.
I thought I saw something up ahead. We could be walking right into an ambush.
Oh. Nice. Cool. 45 of 30. So her scouting finally jumped up, and whoa, it went up a lot. Previous value 19. It jumped up by 11 points. Whoa. Okay, so maybe that's why scouting doesn't do jack, is because, like, it's very difficult rolls or what have you, because, yeah, like, that is amazing. That's the biggest jump at one time that we've gotten. So it must not trigger very often, because when it does, you get a huge increase like that. And that is probably to make up for the fact, like, it's a cyclical thing. You know, it's not going to, it's not going to trigger very often, and Lord. Well, we've been resting. How are you not eating it? Whatever. Anyway. There we go. See, so like when it does trigger, it makes up for the fact that it's not triggering very often by giving you a big increase. That's what I meant to say. Okay, let's defend. Recuperate stamina. So yeah, that little pop-up didn't last very long, but it said that they jumped out and tried to ambush us, but we had already detected their presence, so they didn't get a surprise round. Awesome. Very awesome indeed. That's really cool. Oh good, I'm glad she went there, because that means... It's time for a lightning bolt. Oh, he can hit that guy too. Okay, that guy got hit first. I'm gonna take him. Okay, she's taken quite a bit of a hit to her stamina, so like now I probably am gonna drink some Sen water, since I can do that and still like attack. Okay, 21 of 52. So let's see. Let me drink 3 of these. And that puts her at 29 of 52, so she recovered 8 from drinking 3. That's weird. Hit this guy. Oh, that was a mistake, my friend. You should have run away. I mean, you shouldn't. Please don't. There we go. Okay. 11. I'm going to rest so I can get another lightning bolt off. He's trying to run too. Don't let him. Get him, guys. Okay. Can I hit him? I can hit this one. Crap. Well, okay. Got 3 of them anyway. His spellcasting went up, which is awesome. Because, of course, we want his overall spellcasting to increase. Because that's the magical development and accuracy with ranged spells and so on. So, why he still has spell accuracy as a separate skill, then I don't know. That went up 3 points. Excellent. Still nothing, huh? Okay. Ooh, 33. Quite a bit of money. So it looks like we got the big guy, insofar as there was one. Alright. There we go. We're going to have to rest a little bit anyway, so they can eat that food before it goes bad. Okay, yeah, and we can carry all of this. And then Medova shouldn't be too far away, so hopefully this won't be too awfully burdensome. Okay, now let me see. 72% can. There we go, raise it to 84. 97. Hers is at 47. Goodness gracious. Let's fix that. 75. Alright, he's getting better. He's getting better. It seems there's like a small element of randomness in how much health he kind of restores, but at the same time, like, that's a notable improvement. So he's only got 3 more ranks until max for this chapter, so hey. Okay. Give a save, because that went pretty well, even though that one loser got away from us. I can't fault him for being intelligent enough to run, but I can be upset that he didn't, like, leave a treasure-laden corpse on the ground for me to pick over. Okay, now we've got to go in here, because this is just going to be like a dead end. I'm going to rest first, though, because surely there's a monster back there. But this is what we wanted to know. So here's the road coming down. That has to go back up to Aliero, which is great. So I was right. We can go on to Medova over this way, and then we can go back from there to Aliero. Yeah. Excellent. Okay. So let me just, real quick. What went up? Detect. Alright. Sure. Use at least some of their food. Bouncing all over the place, because whenever you encounter a wall, like, it automatically turns you.
Wait here. I thought I saw something up ahead. We could be walking right into an ambush.
Thank you, Caitlin. I'm going to save that before I even check because previous... Oh, wow. It didn't go up. Huh. Yeah, she really is, though. Like, that's... I'm loving her calling out these ambushes. That ring was a great purchase. Well worth 300 coins. She did not get an increase that time. Maybe encounters or ambushes kind of have like a level, and you have to detect something that is listed as a challenge for you. So like if she's level 1, then you would have to detect a level 2 ambush in order to get an increase to scouting, if you see what I mean. So like she's not going to get any more increases from detecting any further ambushes that are the same level of difficulty to detect as that first one. Okay, let's do this. Alright, we're ready this time. Okay, you're not getting away. Good teamwork, good hustle. Oof. Ooh, didn't like that though. Okay, we need to get this guy off of Aaron. Okay. Have her drink a send water. Hit this guy. Okay, and I'm going to have him drink a couple of send water. There we go. Stamina 12. That is enough for a lightning bolt. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. Oof, man, he stuck it out. He decided to stay and fight. Well, I'm surprised. TBH. Okay, we gotta take this guy down because he's the most likely to run and also the fastest to go down. Then it's this guy's turn. Oh, he stuck it out again. Huh. Oof, okay, he took a hit to his health that time. I don't like that. But now it's just all of us and this guy. Come on, William. Finish him off. William is our slowest character. Kaylin is obviously our fastest, but William is the heavy hitter. Okay, we got them all. We got them all. And hey, look at that. His melee went up to 18. Also, his range went up to 36. Oh boy, it's like Christmas. I'm dragging all of this onto Kaylin because she's just like the closest. Oh, we might be able to carry most of this. No, okay, he can carry a sword for sure. She can carry one more suit of armor. Okay, so let me mark this because we will definitely be coming back this way. What even is that? 2 short swids? What was I trying to type? Okay. And ironically, we are full. Hardening fluid and a longsword. Okay. So we're going to be coming back here anyway. So I'm going to mark this. There we go. That way we'll know that there's treasure here. And then I'm going to leave it because I'll probably give that longsword to one of them. But before we do anything else, we need to head the rest of the way to Medova. And I think, I can't tell if I'm seeing, if that's a town and buildings. I think that it might be, I think it might be trees. Let's see, just a quick search around, make sure we're not leaving another dig mound or anything like that. Oh. There's kind of a... Oh. Oops. I walked right into that like I knew I would. Okay. Didn't mean to do that, but at least they're just worms. Okay. Stamina. They're not that bad. They're basically troglodytes, like from Might and Magic 7. Haha! A swing and a miss for the giant worm. Oh no, leave him alone. Oh no. Oh no. Don't like that. Oh, there we go. Shield came into play. Okay, Kaylin, get this guy off of Aaron. Well, you tried. Wow. Okay. Try again. Try again. There we go. You got it. I need to be more careful. But at least now we know, like, this is what an encounter looks like in the dark. We can still fight. I don't think we're taking an accuracy penalty or anything like that. Oh. He just critted that guy out of existence entirely. Okay, I'm going to have to take Aaron over here in order to get this done. Come on, Kaylin. Double teamed. Triple teamed. Oh, come on. Be good to me, game. I try to be good to you. The little delay before the round completes and it goes back around to someone's turn always kind of has my heart in my throat. Because it's like, is the game about to crash? Oof. Don't like that. That was a long walk. There's something weird about the worms where they're like zone of control or whatever is odd. That is a bush. Oh no, it is a dig mound. Okay. Hey! What is that? That's rope. We have some rope, and I'm guessing it's a full stack. So... Oh, that has to be Medova. It's gotta be. So I was seeing walls and not trees. Okay. Good, good, good. There we go. Okay, and we'll pick these up on our way back to Aliero. I was looking at this, just saw this path coming off the main road and just decided to follow it and see where it went. And more fool me because it led to a battle. Yep, okay, those are the walls of Medova, apparently. Okay, we've got to rest. We'll have to come back to that. So, yep, there it is. Phew, okay, well... Even if there's not an inn or anything in there, at least we've cleared the way so that we can go back, if we have to, all the way to Imazi. Man, so next time we will rest, we will clear our inventory, We will go back and get some of this treasure, and we're going to start cleaning up this area hardcore because we've got a lot to explore around Aliero, here around Medova, and all in between. And I, for one, cannot wait. This is getting really good. This is getting really juicy. This is what I wanted from the game. Feeling really good about this. Feeling great about all of these like level ups that we've gotten, so to speak, or these skill increases. And I feel really good that y'all were here with me for this. So I thank you for joining me. Don't forget, if you came late to the stream, of course, you can find the whole playlist for this game on my YouTube channel. Please hop over there and give me a follow, a subscribe, and like up this video and the others if you enjoyed them. Check out my other games that we have over there. Come to our other streams on Mondays and Saturdays. And come back Mondays and Thursdays, and come back next Saturday for the next Betrayal in Antara, which will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is New York and Miami time here in the U.S. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Pillow Fort, here on Twitch if you're not already following me on Twitch. I always appreciate the followers and the subscriptions. And I will see you next time when we explore Medova and the surrounds. This is getting good, y'all. This is getting good. So, yeah. Come back for more Antara next weekend, and as always, thanks for playing.